Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need two of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So start with a good one.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Frank, this the third shot from the fairway bunker.
Yeah, good lie. And once again, just making sure you have enough loft to carry the lip in front of you and really then focus about the target in front.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Blemish on the scorecard, a bogey. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole, again in the bunker. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first.
Just has the feel today. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good putt. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Has this one for par. Pressure is on to make birdies. Pars just aren't going to get it done, Frank.
Going to have to start aiming at some more flag sticks.
Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you swing in well, obviously target looks as big as a barn, but on days like today, everything looks difficult. And this will be fine, just a little left of the flag.
Early part of this second nine and a good approach shot, and now pretty good chance for birdie.
Really. This is that awkward length.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Good effort and good par putt. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Bow. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Bow. Doglegs to the player's right, a couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. These putts keep the round together. You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. Has it. Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225-yard 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to tick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first two-thirds of the green. Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. They're sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Out of the sand and back on the fairway.
Yeah, good shot. Just really utilized that little bit between the ears. Realized he couldn't reach the green, and instead opted for fairway. Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Second shot. Good look at the green. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That is a solid par putt right there. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Good swing, good shot yet again. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
So a tester from 4 feet. He's made it. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Trying to make yet another birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Oh, shaky? Maybe put both hands on it?
Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. The fairways aren't that narrow today. Well, that's a smart shot. A lot of people would have tried to be a little more heroic from there, but there was no need.
Back on the fairway, back in play.
Not a problem there, Rich.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Even with that par, we'll drop down on the leaderboard.
Time to change gears. Birdie time.
So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with one round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live final round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Should be safely on deck.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
On to the second hole, 171 yards, tricky little par 3. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Back-to-back birdies, we'll see. I love it, man. Just a shot back.
Here we go.
Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. Just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Well, that was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Pretty good stroke right there, just to hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus. Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Frank, when you play Banff, you get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, "Whoo, look at it."
This is one. Yeah, this is one of them, Rich. Yeah, that the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Consequently, you're going to have to club down a little, at least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, what's the key here at the 5th hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Looks like par may not be good enough to get the job done here.
Yeah, big change in the top of the leaderboard. Yet another birdie, so pushes him back to second.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Second shot now to the 6th, Frank, to this slightly elevated green.
Which changes the optics, Rich, coming in here. You'd think you'd want to hit a nice, high, lofted shot, but because that green's pitched up, you can still skip one in there a little low, if you choose to.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today.
Yet another birdie and yet another tie at the top of the leaderboard.
Well, Frank, this is the longest hole on the golf course, 602 yards, obviously a par 5, though guys like Rory have to be thinking about making an easy 4, getting home in 2.
Yeah, you referenced it. Longest hole on the golf course. Yet Rory McIlroy still reached it in 2.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
That doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. 99 yards away. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Just a couple of feet.
Now, that's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 eighth. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Well, you can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, it really did.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Do that.
On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
So has the par. Moving on to the next hole, and the lead, Frank, is very much intact. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Bow. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Bow. Doglegs to the player's right, a couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
This is a good-looking shot. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
And he's made it onto the green now. A good effort and a good par putt. Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Cleans that up in the hole. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. They're sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole.
With 9 holes to go, bogeys become so much more expensive.
Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
And so the approach shot finishes up some 25 feet from the hole.
Yeah, not his best, but certainly not his worst.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarcee, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch.
Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. They'll take it. That's a par. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of 2 things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Good putt. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.